Okay, so let's start with the 2023 June paper, January paper, P1. Alright, so the first question. The curve C has the equation y is equal to 2 plus 10 x to the power half minus 2 x to the power 3 over 2. So how do you get dy over dx? How to get dy over dx? Y is equal to dy over dx equals what? Numbers don't come, so you multiply half by 10. So that's going to be 5x minus half, because you subtract minus 1 from the power, minus you multiply 3 over 2 by 2. What do you get there? Minus 3x 1.5 minus 1 is how much? 3 over 2 is 1.5. 1 no, half. So that's dy over dx. A part is completed. Next is the b part. So how do you do the b part? So in the b part, hence find the exact value of the gradient of the tangent at C. So if you take this as a graph, let's say this is C, x is 2. You can get the y also by substituting to the top equation, right? How do you get y? If you substitute to these x values, x has 2, what do you get for y? Can you say me? Type in the calendar. What's y? Because you need that to get the equation at the end. They're asking find x. No, they're not asking the equation. So you don't need y. Why? Because you just need the gradient. So dy over dx equals 5 bracket 2 to the power minus half minus 3 bracket 2 to the power half. So this answer is straight away the gradient of this curve, right, at this place. So same thing for the tangent also, because tangent gradient is also equal to the curve. Got it? So what's the answer you get when you substitute? So if you simplify this, what do you get? Minus 1 over 2 root 2. Any questions with that?
Yes.
Alright, so let's move on to the next part. That's 5 marks. Second question. So the point PQ and R has a coordinate minus 3, minus 3, 7, 9, 11, 12, 2. Prove that PQR is 90 degrees. So to do this question, what you can first do is get the what? There's P and Q and R. So you know the coordinates of them. P is minus 3, 7. Q is 9, 11. R is 12. If PQR is 90, PQR, this is 90, then you know what? Addition of this distance squared is equal to PR squared, right? If it is 90, right? So I'm just trying to prove that PR squared is equal to PQ squared plus QR squared. Do you understand? This is Pythagoras theorem. So let's get the PQ and the QR values. How do you get the PQ? Can you remember this equation? Do you know that equation?
Yes.
Distance. So if I want to find, let's say, PQ square is equal to what then? 9 minus 3, so that's 9 plus 3 squared plus 11 minus 7 squared. So what's that going to be? 12 squared plus, what's 11 minus 7? 4, right? 4 squared. So that's going to be 144 plus 16. Entire thing root is PQ. So I just found PQ. So PQ is equal to what then? Okay, without just rooting it, let's write it as squared. And it's easy. PQ squared is equal to 160. Keep it inside. Then I'm going to find what? What do I need to find? PQ I found. QR. So QR is going to be what? QR squared is 12 minus 9 squared. If you don't understand, ask. Then 2 minus 11 squared. What's it going to be? 3 squared plus what's 2 minus 11? 9 squared. So that's going to be 81 plus 9, 90. Then last one. What is it? PR squared. I'm just going to find it from the coordinates first. So again 12 minus 3, so 12 plus 3 squared plus 2 minus 7 squared. So it's going to be 15 squared, 225 plus 25. So what's the answer? PQR. It's 250. Now I'm trying to figure out whether this is 90. If this is 90, you know that if you add PQ, this side and this side should be equal to 250. I'm just trying to prove. So 160 plus 90, how much is it? Is it 250?
Yes.
Yes. So I just proved it's 90. Therefore, you can say PQR angle is 90 degrees. Got it or no? Any doubts with that? This is Pythagoras theorem actually. Pythagoras theorem and getting the distances. Alright. Next is gonna be finding the coordinate of S. So how do you find the coordinate of S? They say PQRS is a rectangle. We found that Q is 90, right? We found that. No? This should be then what? Yes. Do you understand that or no? I'll have to take it down a bit because when I view that way, you might not be able to see it. So now this was, we found this distance as what? What was QR distance? Root 90. It was 90, so root 90 is, so I'll just write those. PQ squared is 160, QR squared is 90, and PR squared is 250. Those were the two things which we found in the first part of the question. So now, since we know, I can write this as what? Root 160. What should this also be? Same value, right? Root 160. This also should be root 90. You understand? So imagine this first, I'll take it as x. Or else if you know the coordinates also, you can do it using what? Minus 37. This is PQ. Sorry. P is minus 3, 7. Q is 9, 11. R is 12. 2. So if you think about this, what can you say? How can you find it? Any idea? Nine has become what? Minus. 9 has become what? Minus 3. So what should this be then? What's the factor first of all say? 9 to become minus 3. It's minus 12, right? Then what should be the factor for this? 12 minus 12? 0. Do you understand or no? Then next number. 2 has become, you can check it from here. 11 has become 7. So that means if 11 becomes 7, that's going to be, difference is going to be what? 4, right? So what is 2 minus 4? Minus 2. So S coordinate is what then? 0, comma, minus 2. Did you understand or no? Nidusha?
Yes, sir.
That's easy. If you draw the sketch, it's easy because same factor from here to here and here to here. Alright. So let's move on to the next. This is an integration question. So how do you do integration? Let's break it into two parts. When you simplify, this can again be written as 2x 3, right? Plus 3 over 2x minus 2. After this, you can integrate. So if you integrate this, what do you get? 2x 4 divided by 4. Reason is you add 1 to this and divide by that number, plus 3 over 2 x minus 2 plus 1 is how much? Minus 1 divided by minus 1. So what's the final answer you get there? 1 over 2 x 4 minus 3 over 2 x plus c. Is it? Is it or not?
Yes.
Is it correct? There's minus 1 here. Why? I mean the minus 1. Got it? Plus c, don't forget to write. This is an easy question. Got it? Oh no, 5 marks, but see the amount of marks. If you don't understand, say I'll explain once again. Do you understand or no?
That's understood.
Okay. So let's move on to the next question. So in the next question, x squared plus 6x plus 5, where k is a non-zero constant, has no real roots. Find the range of k. So if it doesn't have any real root, that you know, b squared minus 4ac is less than 0. Can you remember that or no? b squared minus 4ac should be less than 0 because it's negative. So inside the root you can't have in the quadratic equation. So no real roots. Then what is b in this? B is going to be that, a is going to be that, and c is going to be this. Now I'm going to put that values here. 6k entire thing square minus 4 times k times 5 is less than 0. So 36k squared minus 20k is less than 0. Got it? Now what do you do? You solve it. How do you solve? How do you solve this? Any suggestions how to solve? So it's a non-zero constant. So let me just take 36k squared, 20k. Or you can do, you might say, why wouldn't I try this way? just taking the k out, we get 36k minus 20. So someone might say k is equal to 0 and 36k minus 20 is equal to 0. You can't take this because they say it's not a constant. Then I put this sign and solve it. 36k is less than what? 20. K is less than 20 over 36. So it's a non-zero constant and they ask in the range. Okay. So k is less than 5 over 6. So you can say the range as k is less than 5 over 6 and more than 0. Understood or not? Understood?
Understood.
Okay.
Understood.
So let's move on to that's also 4 marks. So question number 5. So in question number 5, they have given some part. Hope you can see it clearly. So, and they are asking you, by substituting p equals 3 to the power x, show that 3 to the power 3 into 9, 9 to the power x and 3 to the power x plus 2 can be equal to 1 plus x minus 1. So how do you do? So 9 to the power x can be written as what? 9 to the power x is 3 to the power 2x, right? So if I break it, 3 to the power x, like this also I can write, right? 9 to the power x, because this is equal to 9 to the power x. Got it or not? So I can write this as p squared. So here 3p squared plus, this can be written as 3 to the power x plus 2 is equal to 3 to the power x into 3 to the power 2. That's going to be 9 into what? P plus 9p equals what? 1 plus again 3 to the power x into 3 to the power minus 1. So this is p over, because 1 over 3. So plus p over 3. Do you understand this or not?
Understood, sir.
So this is the equation in terms of p. Then can be written as this format. So what can you do to write it in that format? We can multiply everything by, take everything to one side and multiply by 3. So if I multiply by 3 first, you get 9p squared plus 9 times 2 18p, 9 times 3, what's 9 times 3? 27p equals 1, no, it's 3 plus p. So I'm taking it to other side, 9p squared plus 27 minus 1p is 26p minus 3 equals 0. Do you understand how to get the formula? They asked to show. Any questions with that? Do you understand?
Yeah, good.
Okay. So after that, then solve. How do you solve now? We found this equation and they ask you to solve that previous equation. So why don't, it's easy. Solve means you have to find x, right? Unknown term is x, no? So this is actually the same equation which we wrote it in this form. So if I can find p, you know that it's 3 to power x, right? If I can find p, you might get two answers here. Then I can substitute and find. So that's what you have to first do. How do you find now? Proving part we are done. We are on to B part now. So easy. How? Factors of 3 and minus 27 p squared. What are the factors? 27 and 1. And this is minus and this is plus. So I'm just writing 9p squared plus 27p minus 1p minus 3 equals 0. So then take 9p out, p plus 3 minus 1, p plus 3 equals 0. So 9p minus 1 and p plus 3 equals 0. P equals minus 3 and 9p minus 1 equals 1, p equals 1 over 9. So these are the two answers. Now what did we take for p? 3 to the power x is equal to minus 3 is one answer. Other answer is 3 to the power x equals 1 over 9. So 1 over 9 I can write it as what? 3 to the power, this is 2 minus 2. So x is equal to minus 2 is one answer. Is there another answer? No. Because why? Can you put log here? Can't, right? Can you put
No.
when you have a negative?
No, you can't.
So only answer is this. Did you understand or not? So I got all the 6 marks if you do that. If you try to figure it out from here, you are in trouble because it takes long time. So that's why we actually convert it to something easier. And next part is actually again asking to solve the first one. So why don't you solve this p and then equal it to 3 to the power x? Got it? Okay, so let's move on to the next question. That's gonna be a graph question, I think. No, it's a 6th one. It's radians. So figure shows the plan view of a design of a stage. The design consists of, let me make it larger if you can't see it properly. So alright, now it's clear, I guess, right? So design consists of a sector OBC of a circle with a center O joined to two congruent triangles OA, OBA and OCD, OBD. Now what are they asking? So they are asking, given that, what have they given? BOC, BOC, this angle is 2.4 rads. Area of the sector BOC, this entire area is 40 m squared. AOD is a straight line, length 12.5. I'm just writing what they have given. So you know the radius, half of that. Find the radius of the sector, giving your answer to 2 decimal places. How do you do? Since they have given area, you can use A equals half r squared theta, right? And they have given area of the sector BOC, no? So 40. 40 equals half times what? Half times what? I can't say here, if I say radius is half of 12.5, I'm wrong. You understand why? Can you see this figure is not coming like this? It might come like that as a circle. So I can't say that's exactly, this is just a straight line. You understand, Medush? So half r square theta. So half times r square is unknown, but angle is known. So 40 into 2 divided by 2.4, and if you root it, you get r. R is equal to 5.77 meters. See, got it or not?
Got it, sir. So can we assume OC is half
Yeah,
a
OC is
diameter?
radius. Yeah, OC can radius තමයි. හරි. ඒතර OC තමයි අතර හොයාගන්නේ. But we can't assume OD is radius because OD is it's not on the circle. D is not on the circle. Got it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the tricky part. Most people when they see this, they think this is 12.5 and then half of it is radius. And they asking just a 2 mark, divide by 2 and get it. That's wrong if you do it like that. So now we know it's 5.77. Now what are they asking? Find the size of OAD. AOD, this angle. You know this AD entirely is, they say OAD. These two are congruent. If they are congruent, you know this is 5.77, this is 5.77. This entire thing from here to here is 12.5. What is half of 12.5? 5.25 or 6.25? 6.25, right? This is 6.25. This is 6.25. That's not the radius, but this angle is 6.25. This is 5.77. What else? Find the size of AOD. Now, how can you find it? Any idea? You don't need any of those. Why? If these two are congruent, this angle is equal, right? These two triangles are congruent now. These two angles are also equal. So this angle we know is 2.4. You know entirely it's what?
180.
180 is 5. So how do you find the AOD? So 2x plus 2.4 equals 5. X is equal to 5 minus 2.4 divided by 2. Can you give me the answer? What's the answer? 0.37, right? So 2 decimals now they're asking. Got it or not?
Yes, sir, 0.371.
Now the part I explained before is needed in this case. Now we know this is 0.37. This is also 0.37. This is 5.77. This is 6.25. This is also 6.25. Now look at the next question. Find the total area of the stage, giving your answer to meter cube, 1 decimal place. Stage. So what is this stage? Plan view of the design of a stage. So entire stage they are asking. So how do you get it? Since you know the area of this thing is 40, we just need to find the two areas of the two triangles. Triangles are also equal in areas. If you can find one, you are then, you know how to do it afterwards. How do you find one? Half times half AB sine. AB is going to be 6.25 into 5.77. Do you understand or not? So this into 2 will give you what? No, still it's not complete. Half AB sine C. So what's the sine angle?
0.32.
37. 37.
37.
Now type this, get the entire answer, then multiply it by 2. You get, for this answer, you get 6.5377. Then how do you find the total area of the stage? This into 2, then add 40, right? What's the total answer then? 6.5377 into 2 plus 40. It's going to be 53.1. Correct to 1 decimal place. Do you understand or not? How I did that question? Understood? If there's a place where it's not clear for you, ask, I'll explain again.
So I got the answer 53.37. Is that close enough?
No, here I think you rounded this halfway. Take it for more decimals than 1. You took 6.5, ne? Take it for more than that. 6.537. Like when it's a rounded question finally, never take it for exact answer which they asked previously at the end. So you take it for more decimals and then figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we are okay with the A part. So the B part, perimeter. Now how do you find? Any ideas? How can I get with the perimeter here? How do I get with the
So we
perimeter?
have to sign. So in this, we have to sign inverse and then multiply by 2, right?
Yes. So in order to get the perimeter, you can do is, yeah, L equals R theta, you know, no? I need this distance. I know this is 2.4 and I know this is, what was the distance of 5.7 radius. So 5.7 into 2.4, I'll get the BC. So let me know the BC is 13.484. I'm taking it for more. Reason is at the end one decimal. You understand the reason for taking more decimals here? So it's at the end it's one decimal. That's the reason. Okay, that's 13.484. Now that is only this distance. Okay, now we have to get, this is entirely what, 12.5. That's also fine. What is this distance? And you know this angle 0.37. How do you find? Cosine rule, right? Or sine rule to find distance. To find BA, how do you get? So BA squared is equal to 5.77 squared plus 6.25 squared minus 2 times 5.77 into 6.25 into cos 0.37. Do you have any doubts with this? After that, just type it in the cal and root. You get BA, what? BA value. So BA distance actually. So what's going to be the BA distance? 2.26. Don't round it for one decimal, take it for more. So can you see there are two of those. 2.26. This is congruent, Nisa. This is also 2.26. Do you understand or no? Now, what's the total perimeter there? Nidush, any questions?
No, sir.
So total perimeter is going to be 12.5 plus 2.26 into 2 plus, because you have two of those sides, plus what? 13.484. Are there any more? No, that's it. So this is going to be giving you 30.9 meters. Round it for what they ask. Final mark consists of, last mark you get 1 mark for just rounding it off. Got it? Any questions? It's 30.9 final. Look at the marks. 5, 6, 6 plus 4, 10. Totally 10. Midush, any questions you have? You want to place?
No,
You want me to discuss? No?
no, sir.
Let's go into the seventh question. Okay. Curve C is transforms into curve with y equals 6 over x minus 2. So what has been happened? This is a good question. What has been happened? They are asking to describe it. Samani, for example, if you say your graph is going to be, it's plus 1 over x now, so it's going to be like this, right? So if it goes to this, if you get this minus 2, what does that mean? It has translated where?
To the right.
To the right. Since it's minus, it's to the right. So right to the 2 steps. So your x-axis is going to be somewhere, y-axis is going to be here, and your graph is going to go like this. Do you understand?
Yes.
So this is actually at 2 only it cuts. So how do you explain this? Describe. So translate 2 units. 2 units to the
To the right.
right. Describe everything. You have to write it in your words. Understood?
Yes.
Next, curve with the equation given, line with the equation given. Now I think I have put it to the next part. Intersect at two exact 2 points P and Q. Given that x coordinate of P is minus 4, find the K. So one of the x coordinate is given. So they intersect, they say. So if they intersect, you know that. What do you do? May then intersect. You just put the two equations and solve it, right? That's the easiest thing to do. So 6 over x minus 2 is equal to kx plus 7. They say it intersects at 2 points. B square minus 4ac is larger than 0 then. So 6 bracket equals kx plus 7 bracket x minus 2. So then 6 equals kx squared minus 2kx plus 7x minus 14. Then kx squared minus 2k plus 7x minus 14 minus 20, 14 is minus 20 equals 0. Now, can you see in the question, they say given that the x coordinate of P is minus 4, find K. Easy. If x is given, you can straight away type what? Minus 4, right? So K bracket minus 4 square minus 2K plus 7. X is how much? 7 times minus 4. So it's plus, let's put plus here and put a 4 in the front. Minus 20 equals 0. So 16k plus 8k plus 14, not 14, 28 minus 20 equals 0. So this is going to be 24k is equal to, this gives 8, if you take it to the other side, minus 8. K equals minus 8 over 24 minus 1 over 20. Is K correct? No, there's a mistake somewhere. There is a mistake. Can you check it? We did it until here correctly, right? Kx squared minus 2kx plus 7x minus 14. Yeah, until there it's all correct. So let's substitute the k value here itself. So 16k minus, this is 4 now. So plus 4 plus 8k plus 4 times 28. 4 times 7 is, what is 4 times 8? 7. 28, right? Minus 20 equals 0. So 16 plus 8, how much is it? 24k plus
8.
plus 8 equals 0. If I take 8 out, somewhere there's a mistake. What is that, please? I know. Oh, what is it? So kx plus 7 equals 6 over x minus 2. Alright. So 4k minus 4k plus 7 equals 6 over minus 4 minus 2k minus 6. So that's going to be minus 1. Minus 4k plus 7 equals minus 1. Minus 4k equals minus 1 minus 7. Minus 4k equals minus 8. So what is k? Positive 2. Did you understand? That's the easiest to do. Just equal the 2 and substitute the x value. Got it? Now we know what is k. Since we know k, let's move on to the next page. So y equals 2x plus 7 is the equation. Y equals 2x plus 7. And the other equation is y equals 6 over x minus 2. Use algebra and find the coordinate of q. Coordinate of p is minus 4 and they are asking the coordinate of q. So what you can do is 2x plus 7 you equal to what? 6 over x minus 2. Then you can expand it out, right? This goes to other side as x minus 2. 2x squared plus 7x minus 4x minus 14 equals 6. So 2x squared plus 3x minus 20 equals 0. So here when you solve, you get 2x minus 5 and x plus 4. So you know x is equal to minus 4 is one answer. Other answer is x equals 5 over 2. So minus 4 was said to be p. So p coordinate is already given. This is what? Q. But they are asking what? Q coordinates. Since we know y is 5, x is 5 over 2, you can substitute any of these and get y equals 2 times x is gonna be what? 5 over 2 plus 7. So 5 plus 2, 12. Come on. Any questions, Nidusha? So Q coordinates are 5 over 2, 12. Got it? Or no? If you have questions, you can ask Nidusha.
No, sir. No question.
Let's move on to the next question. That's a bit harder one, I guess. Let's see. Figure shows a sketch of C. The L1 cuts at y-axis at minus 12. Given that L1, what is L1? Okay, it cuts at minus 12. Here this is minus 12 and cuts x-axis at 4. Okay, you can find the gradient of L then. These two coordinates are given. Find the equation of L. First question is that. So how do you find? This one is going to be 4 comma 0. This place is going to be 0 comma minus 12. You understand? So how do you get the straight line equation? First find gradient. What is gradient? y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So what is it going to be? 0 minus minus 12 divided by 4 minus 0. So it's going to be 12 over 4, 3. So y equals 3x. Now I'm going to write at once minus 12. Why? What's the reason I wrote at once c as minus 12? Because the curve cuts x-axis at minus 12. Got it or not? Got it why I wrote L equation as that? So L equation is y equals 3x minus 12. Okay. If you have questions, you can ask. Alright. After that is the next part. So in the next part, they are asking, given that C has an equation y equals fx, where fx is a quadratic expression. Yeah, because it's a U shape, it should be a x square graph, right? Positive x square. The minimum is 7 and 14, and it cuts x-axis at 4. Reduce k, and k is a constant. So I can, if minimum is given, do you know that completing square answer? Let's put a k here. X, we put the take the opposite sign of this. X minus 7 squared minus 18. When you write like this, you can take the center coordinate, right? Minimum point coordinate as 7 and minus 18, right? Can you remember that method? But we don't know this k. One of the coordinates where it cuts is given. That's going to be 4 comma 0. So if I put y0, k is here, I can find k. It's going to be 4 minus 7 squared minus 18. 18 I am taking to other side, divided by 9, k equals 2. Therefore, y equals what? What's the equation? K is 2 or 10? Oh no, K is the other place where it cuts. So the way I wrote is wrong. I had to put some other letter for here. Let's not put K here. Something else you have to put it there. What can we put? P කියලා ගමුකෝ. Constant එකක් තියෙන. So 18 divided by 9. P equals 2. So P2 नाम equation of this is y is equal to 2 bracket x minus 7 squared minus 18. So this is the U-shaped one's equation. Y equals 2 bracket x minus 7 squared minus 18. Now you should be talented enough to find k. K is another place where it cuts axis. So k හොයන්න කොහමද? y0 කරන්නේ. So 0 equals 2 bracket x minus 7 squared minus 18. So 18 divided by 2 equals x minus 7 squared. So that's 9. No? You get both values when you root it. So plus minus 3 equals x. Sorry, plus minus 3 x minus 7. So what do you get for? Sorry, you can't see, right? When I do any working there. So let me. Hope now it's visible to see. So plus 3 plus 7 equals x. Other one is minus 3 minus plus 7 equals x. What are those answers there? One is 4, other one is 4, other one is 10. So what's that other coordinate? What's the other coordinate? 14, right? Not 14, 10. You understand or not? So this is 10. Okay. Next, find the R region shaded in the figure 2. You know the equation of this. You know this equation. You have to write an inequality for R. R is this. So, this equation was y equals 3x minus 12. This equation was y equals 2 bracket x minus 7 squared minus 80. Now, how do you write inequality? How do you write inequality? Easy. How? It's above this line, no? So y is larger than or equals 3x minus 12. That's one. Another one is y is smaller than, because it's below the curve, smaller than or equals 2 bracket x minus 7 squared minus 18. That's another equation. Then the third equation is going to be, it's above this side. So x is larger than or equals 0. Then is there any more? And x is between larger than or equals 0 and smaller than or equals 4, because it should be below 4. Got it? Smaller than 4, smaller than or equals 4. Got it or not? So these are the three liquidities. Okay. How are this guy? Any doubts, Midush?
No, sir.
Okay. Now it's a much state the period of tan x. So usually your tan x graph is going to go how? Between what and what? You know, if I draw what are those? Minus 90 and plus 90, right? Do you have tan 90? If you type tan 90, what do you get? Just type tan 90 and check. It never touches that 90 curve or minus 90. So that's the state the period of the tan x. So this is going to be what then? Ninety plus 90 is what then? 180, right? So tan 180 is again 0. Got it? If you want to recheck, type it and check. So it's plus 180. This is minus 180. So what is the time period? State the time period of tan x. So it's going to be how much? My period. What? It's 185 degrees. Pi or 180 degrees. Got it? Got it or not? Because it's between 90 and 90. මේ පැත්තට 90 අර පැත්තට 90. Got it? So pi is the answer for A part. Then the B part. Write down the numbers of the roots of the following. Tan equals pi plus 2 x. So how do you get it? Between minus and this. So can you see they have given that equation? Maybe. So how many places does it cut? 1, 2, 3. Do you understand or not? So how many solutions will be there? 3. Okay, Midusha, or not? If you have questions, you can ask anything. It is not clear.
Yeah, good.
So next, it's between minus 2 pi and plus 2 pi. So it's going to be extended more. And they're asking how many solutions are there. What is it going to be? So how many? 2 more, no? So 5. Now is the trickiest part. මේ වගේ factors 100 වෙනකන් තියෙනවා. So that means you know that it's been multiplied by 50 minus 2 pi to something like that. So how many are you gonna get there? 225? No. Because you already know pi between minus pi and plus pi you have 3. But after that it's always going to be 2 going to get added. So anything above 2 pi is going to be just 2 being added. So how much is it going to be? 2 times 100 plus 1. What is that 1? This. So how much is it? 201. Understood or not? Because මේක කොච්චර යන්න ගියත් මෙතන එකයි අර එකයි මෙතන එකයි අර එකයි. But at the end 0 to minus 202 plus 200, no? So you will have 200, but you didn't consider the middle one there. Understood or not? So it's 201. Yeah. Okay, that's it. So just 3 marks, 4 mark questions. Alright, now is a tougher one, I think. Using the given information, state what is the value for each. So if you equal these, what do you get? They are asking show the sketch of a C. Fx is given. Use the given information. State the values of fx, values of x for which fx is larger than 0. So if it is larger than 0, what are the values we should get? If you equal these, 3x minus plus 20 is equal to 0, then you get x equals minus 20 over 3. Other one, x equals minus 6. And the other one, x equals 3 over 2. So for it to be larger than 0, you have to think about either side numbers of them. Understood? So if I take minus 6, you take 0 and minus 7. So if you take 0, what happens? This becomes 20. This is 6. This is minus something. So you get a negative value if you take 0. So x should be what then? Smaller than minus 6 and larger than minus 20 over 3. Got it or not? For it to be larger, you take either side numbers and judge putting it here for x. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. A part is done. Now is the expansion of B part. How do you expand? Just multiply it with this 3x squared. Let me get another pen. 3x squared plus 18x plus 20x plus 120. Then simplify it 10, again expand with 2x minus 2. So 3x squared plus 38x plus 120. If you expand this again, what do you get? 6x squared, 6x cubed plus 38 into 2 is what? 76. Yes, plus 76x squared plus 240x. Then minus 9x squared minus, what's 38 into 3? 114x minus 114x 9x squared minus 360. And if you simplify this, 6x cubed, 76 minus 9 is how much? 67. 240 minus 114 plus 126, then minus 360. So that's the expansion of B. The straight line L is a tangent to C at point C, where C cuts the y-axis. Tangent to C, C is the point where it cuts the y-axis. Given that L cuts at a point P shown figure 4, using algebra, x coordinate of P. So you have to find x coordinate of P. Curve equation is given. How do you find? Since you found y equals what? 6x cube plus 67x squared plus 126x minus 360. So since you found this, you can find dy over dx, because gradient at C is same as tangent at C. So dy over dx equals 18x squared plus 134x plus 126. So when x equals 0 in the curve, what is the place of y? So when x equals 0, what is it? This is going to be 20. 20 into 6, this is 6, no? Into minus 3. So what is it? 20 into minus 18. Minus 360. Is it? Yes. So that's the y value. I just found the y value. 0 comma minus 360 is the place where it cuts. Since you know that, how can you find the L equation? Any idea? This is not 360. What is it? Okay. Yeah, it's 360. So what's when x is 0, what is dy over dx? Because it cuts that place, ne? 18, this becomes 0, this becomes 0, 126. So you can write y equals 126x minus, what's this place? You have to find it from the curve. So from the curve, what do you get? We got minus 360, right? So you can write 360. So that's the L1's equation. Now this equation you have to again put simultaneous with the curve in order to find that other place where P is. So 126x minus 360 is equal to what? What's the equation? 6x squared is 6x cubed plus 67x squared plus 126x minus 360. So these two cancels off. 6x cubed plus 67x squared is equal to 0. Then how do you do from there? I can take what out? X square out. 6 plus 6x plus 67 equals 0. So 6x square equals 0 or 6x plus 67 equals 0. So x equals what? Minus 67 over 6. So that should be the answer because 0 is here. No? So this is what? Minus 67 over this x coordinate is. Do they ask the y? Nah. So if you do more, you just don't get marks. Just from x find x and then finish it off. Got it? Any questions? That's a 5-mark question, last part. For that, I'll recap overall from the beginning how I did. What I did is for the b part I expanded. No, I found dy over dx. So after finding dy over dx, I know the coordinate of this. How did I find it? For this I put 0. If you put it for this, it's minus 360. So this coordinate is 0 comma minus 360. So if I put differentiate it and put that I differentiated this, then I get the gradient of this place. So then I put x equals 0 and got the differential answer as 126. So that means gradient of straight line is L is 126. So then 0 minus 360 I put and I got an equation y equals 126x minus 360. Then using that equation I want to find the other one. So I just equated this equation with the main equation again, because why? This main curve again cuts at another place of that x cube graph. So after equating they all cancel. So then after that you get x equals 0 and minus 67 also. So one is here, of course, we know that. Other one is going to be minus 67 also. Any questions, Nidusha? Overall this question carries 10 marks. Okay. Okay, we are coming to the last question of the paper then. Alright, so let's find. A curve C has a point y equals fx. Given that f inverse x, f double dash, so that means dy over dx squared. I hope you can see clearly in your screen. So point P has x coordinate 4, lies on C. Tangent to CP is, tangent gradient is also given, that is 3. Find the equation of normal to C at P. So if it is normal, you know m1 into m2 equals minus 1. So since his gradient is 3, what should be the normal's gradient? Minus 1 over 3. So then y equals minus 1 over 3x plus c. Then x is 4, so you can substitute x4 and get what? Find the equation of c at P. So to get P's coordinate, you need to do what? What you should do to get P's coordinate? So when x is 4, you can get y equals 3 times 4 plus 4. So 12 plus 4, 16. So 4 comma 16 is P's coordinate. P's normal is going to be y equals 1 over 6x plus c. So 16 equals 1 over 3 times 4 plus c. 16 plus 4 over 3 equals c. Therefore, y equals what? Minus 1 over 3x plus, what is 16 plus 4 over 3? 52 over 3. Understood or not? They haven't asked to keep it in any format, no? So you can keep it like that. Any questions, Midusha? How I got y and x, do you understand? I just substituted this 4 to here.
Yes,
I
sir.
got okay, this part is done. That's 2 marks. Find fx. Make a දැක්ක ගමන් ඔළුවට යනවාට මේක මෙතනට එන්න double differentiate වෙනවා. So how do you double differentiate? First linearize it. 4x plus x to the power minus half. Then if you integrate it, it's gone there as double differential, no? So double integral we need it. So 4x squared divided by 2 plus x to the power minus half plus 1 is half divided by half plus c equals dy over dx or f dash x. Then you know that f dash x is 2x squared plus 2x to the power half plus c equals f dash x. F dash x is gonna be how much? So what are you gonna substitute here? X is 4 and y is how much? What are you gonna substitute here to get c? Y is 16. This is f dash x. So f dash is different gradient. We found the gradient is how much? We found it as tangent gradient is 3. So I'll take 3. 3 equals x is 4. 4 squared plus 2 times 4 to the power half plus c. So this is going to be 2 into 4, 2, 4. 4 plus 32 equals 3. 4 plus 32 is going to be 36. 3 minus 36 equals c. Therefore c equals what? Minus 33. So you can write f dash x is equal to what? Do you understand what I did? Show no. F dash x is equal to
Understood, sir.
2x squared plus 2x half minus 30. Still, it's not done. You need to find fx. To get fx, what you do is again integrate. Divide by 3 plus 2x 3 over 2. I just added 1 to here. Divide by 3 over 2 minus 33x plus c. Again, remember that here I didn't substitute y, okay? I substituted the gradient. Okay, because f dash x. Here I can substitute the y value, 16. So 16 equals 2 over 3 times 4 to the power 3 plus 4 over 3, because we multiply top and bottom by 2. 4 to the power 3 over 2 minus 33 times 4 plus c. Did you understand why I substituted 4? 16 there. Because it's fx. Here it was f dash x. That's why I substituted 3. Got it or no? Those are the tricky parts in these questions. So after
Yes,
that
sir.
you just can find c. C is going to be 284 over 3. After that write fx from beginning. 2 over 3 x cube plus 4 over 3 x3 over 2 minus 33x plus 284 over 3. So that's the final answer of that entire question. 6 plus 2 8 overall. So almost all the last questions are maximum 10 8. So last few questions, if you do after 7 6 7, you can get full marks. Okay, any doubts with this? So I think that's the last question for the paper 2023 Jan. Any doubts, Midushan?
No, sir.
Okay then. So next class we'll do the 20,
2022.
22 October.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.